The following Original Six matchup is presented and played with Hockey Blast Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2023, all rights reserved. And welcome back to the channel, everybody, as we get set for another time frame matchup another time frame matchup in this project, I should say, and is yet another Original Six rivalry matchup as we welcome in the 2009-2010 Toronto Maple Leafs, an old-fashioned Canadiens Leafs matchup, but from different years and eras in that. As we get set for game one of this time frame, the adjustments have been made for Toronto. Whenever they are the visitors, we will take away one play save star, so Jonas Gustafsson will be the starting netminder for the Leafs, as he will need to make a 2 or 3 with a dot to stop a Montreal goal opportunity. And whenever the Habs are out on the road, we will add a play save star to the netminder for the Habs in that. So with that being said, the clock has been reset to back to 1 hour. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Between the Habs and the Leafs, will the clock operator please start the clock? And we're going to begin with a 1-6-6. That's visitor scoring chance, and right away, choice home player scores a goal. And guess who? That's not a really good way. That's a really good start for the Habs, but it's not a good start for Team NHL, as we will roll the red die. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 will be the goal scorer. Player number 5, that's Pierre Bouchard, who will score the goal. And 2 assists will come out on the play. Lafleur and Jacques Lemar will assist Pierre Bouchard on the ice-breaking goal as the Habs go up 1-0 early on in this first game of this time frame. We got a quality check, this time between players 5 and 1. That's Nairop and Nikolai Kulemin. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And we're looking for star. Neither player between Nairop and Kulemin has star. So we will move on to the next segment in this one. Quality check between anybody on the ice for the Habs against Nicholas Hagman, and we're looking for hit. It looks like Hagman's not going to win that one, as we will pick our poison between Tremblay, Riseborough, Chartrand, and Bouchard for hit. And I believe we're going to go with Tremblay to take the quality check win on that one, as he will move in on Gustafsson, who needs to make a 2 or 3 with a dot to save it. And he will do so to keep this game right where it's at, of 1-0 in favor of the Habs. And we will move on to the next segment. Penalty check between player number 1, that's Wilson, and anybody on the ice for the Leafs. Well, we could tie or go on the power play. If we do, Phaneuf or Mayers would have to go in the box. Let's have the decider die decide. Dot, we tie. And it looks like we'll go on the power play. So between Mayers and Phaneuf, who's going to go to the box? Dot, it will be Mayers. And it will be Mayers. So Jamal Mayers will go to the box, as Wilson will move in on Gustafsson, hopefully to make Gustafsson to hopefully make a 2 or 3 with a dot to stop it. can't, and Wilson will score a power play goal off of the Leafs netminder, and one assist will be handed out on the play. Doug Reesborough will do the honors of assisting Maury Wilson on the goal, on the 2-0 goal for Montreal. And Mayers needs to flip, and we move on. Quality check between players 5 and 3. That's Bouchard and Grabowski. We're looking for speed. It looks like Mikhail Grabowski has speed, as he will move it on Ken Dryden. Or excuse me, not Ken Dryden. Sorry, Michel Larocque, hopefully to make a 4 or 5 of the dot to save the goal, to stop the Toronto goal. And he will do so. Grabowski is stopped, and this game is still young. It's 2-0 in favor of the Habs. But let's see what happens in the next segment. Quality check between players 2 and 3. That's Roberts and Stajan. We're looking for skill. Both players have skill, and we will move on to the next segment in this one. We got a visitor scoring chance of a 45. Any visitor player with a power play circle star creates a power play goal. Yikes. The Maple Leafs do not have a power play circle star out there, so it's going to be a no action segment in this one, in this 5th minute of the second period. So we will move on to the next segment in this one. Quality check between players 1 and 5. That's Shutt and Phaneuf. We're looking for smart. Yikes. Phaneuf does not have smart. Shutt does. So Shutt will move in on Jonas Gustafsson. Try saying that 3 times fast. Jeez. Anyway, he will move in on Gustafsson, hopefully to make a 2 or 3 with a dot to stop it. No, he won't, as Shutt will score the goal, and 2 assists will be handed out on the play. We'll say Lafleur and Pete Mahovlich will get the the 2 assists on the Steve Shutt goal. Keep dropping cards everywhere. Yikes. So it's 3-0 Habs, and we move on. Quality check between players 2 and 4. That's Tremblay and Caberly. Tomas Caberly. We are looking for star. It looks like Tremblay does not have it. Neither does Caberly. So both players don't have star, and we will move on to the next segment in this one. Sorry about that. Boy. Nope. We got a quality check again. This time, same 2 spots, 2 and 4. This time we're looking for hit between Roberts and Boscheman. Neither player has hit, and we will move on to the next segment in this one. Penalty check between players 5 and 1, Nairop and Panikarovsky. It looks like both guys have the same penalty rating of 0.5, and that will do it for the second period here in game number 1 of this time frame, as the score remains 3-0 in favor of the 76-77 Montreal Canadiens. We got a visitor scoring chance of a 13 to kick off the third period. Home goalie must make play save, so 4 or 5 of the dot from Michel Larocque, hopefully to stop the the scoring attempt by the Leafs. No, it will be. There goes the shutout. The Leafs get on the board. Let's see who scored the goal. Who scored the goal? 12. Roll a die. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is a reroll. Three, that's going to be Kessel, and I do believe Phaneuf was used earlier. So I forgot to flip him earlier, so we will get the assist now. 2 assists, so Kessel will score the goal. 2 assists will be handed out on the play, so Caberly and between Stempniak or Kuhlman. We'll go with Stempniak. So Kessel from Caberly and Stempniak will be your goal scoring stat line presented by Biddy Beer. Quality check between players 1 and 3. That is Gainey and Grabowski. We're looking for speed. Both guys have speed, and we will move on in this one. Penalty check between both players in 1. It looks like Wilson is going to go to the box as Nikolai Kuhlman will move in on Michel Larocque, hopefully to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to stop the power play goal attempt. Nope, and it's the game is within 1 as Nikolai Kuhlman will score a power play goal for the Toronto Maple Leafs, and 1 assist will be handed out into the play. It looks like Matt Stajan will assist Nikolai Kuhlman. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. On the power play attempt for the Leafs, and the game is within 1. It's 3-2 Habs. We got a visitor scoring chance. This could possibly tie the game. 23. Home goalie must make spec save. So Michel Larocque needs to make a 1, 2, or 3 to stop the scoring attempt by the Leafs to keep the game right where it's at, a 3-2. Otherwise, if it's a 4, 5, or 6, the game is tied. The game stays right where it's at, a 3-2, so nobody flips, and we move on to the next segment in this one. Penalty check between players 4 and 1. That is Chartrand and Hagman. It looks like Chartrand is going to go to the box as Nicholas Hagman will move in on Michel Larocque, hopefully to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to save it. And he does so. And with that, we move on to the next segment. Quality check between anybody on the ice for the Habs and Phil Kessel for hit. Kessel's not going to win hit, and it looks like the only guy with hit out on the ice for the Habs is Pierre Bouchard. So he's going to win that one as he moves in on Jonas Gustafsson, hopefully to make a 2 or 3 with a dot to stop the goal scoring attempt. He does so, and we are going to go to the empty net mini chart in this one. 3. Roll a die. If lower or equal to triangles, leading team goalie must make a play save. So right now we have. So it looks like Toronto. We're going to look at Toronto. So we need to roll a 1, 2, or 3 to have the leading team goalie has to enable to him to make a play save. And we do. So Michel Larocque needs to make a 4 or 5 with a dot to keep the Toronto goal from getting past him to the back of the net. And he does so. The game is over. Stop the clock. Wow, what a clutch save there by Michel Larocque to keep the um, Leafs from tying the game to force overtime. So the final score here for game one is the Habs take game one of this time frame. They take it by a score of 3-2. Man, oh man, what a game. So stay tuned for the game one Bitty Beer game summary. As always, every game summary in this project is presented by your favorite Bitty Beer products. If you choose to drink Bitty Beer, please remember to drink responsibly. As always, it has big taste at a bitty price. It's Bitty Beer.